Now.
Good evening, I'm Justin Betty. The counts continue tonight in 3 states that should decide the race for president: Arizona, Georgia, and Pennsylvania. All 3 very close. In Georgia, out of 5 million votes cast, President Trump leads by less than 2,000 votes, with about 10,000 left to count. Alice Barr gives us a look from Washington at how the candidates are responding to everything going on today.
As the battlegrounds finalize their vote counts, Democrat Joe Biden is gaining ground in a game of inches.
We have no doubt that when the count is finished, Senator Harris and I will be declared the winners. So I ask everyone to stay calm, all the people to stay calm. The process is working.
Tonight, President Trump refusing to acknowledge that his path to victory appears to be narrowing and claiming with no evidence whatsoever that the election is being rigged.
If you count the legal votes, I easily win. If you count the illegal votes, they can try to steal the election from us.
Earlier, his campaign challenged vote counting and made baseless claims of fraud in Georgia, Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Nevada.
Give us access!
On both sides today, very serious concerns. Protesters gathering outside a Philadelphia counting center, forced to pause its work this afternoon because of a legal challenge. The mail-in ballots being counted there have trended strongly for Biden, rapidly eroding the president's lead in Pennsylvania. On Twitter, President Trump demanding stop the count. Several other tweets claiming fraud were flagged as potentially misleading. The day began with a tightening race in Georgia, Biden closing the gap on the president's lead, and the opposite in Arizona, where Biden had a narrow edge. As the count ground on, tensions building in the streets, with America watching and waiting.
Each state has its own legal timeline for when it has to certify results, and elections officials insist they won't be rushed by politics. From the White House, Alice Barr, NBC News.
While the count continues tonight in several states, here in Wisconsin, it surprisingly wasn't the big city of Milwaukee, but the small town of Willow, which was the last in the state to report its election results. Its clerk turned in around 3 Wednesday afternoon, 19 hours after polls closed. The county clerk in Richland County says he's not aware of any major issues, though he admits it was a little unusual how late this came in. In case you're curious, in Willow, 157 people voted for President Trump, 114 for Joe Biden, 3 voted third party or write-in. Of course, Wisconsin knows a thing or two about close elections. 3 of the last 5 presidential elections here in Wisconsin were decided by less than 1% of the vote. Today, the director of the Wisconsin Elections Commission, Megan Wolf, held another news conference explaining how a potential recount would work here, promising the whole process would be very transparent.
In the event of a recount, it's those 72 counties that are running the show. A lot of them do bring in the chief inspectors and the clerks from those municipalities to help conduct the recount at the county.
Wolf also says officials are equipped and ready for a recount, but adds while the Trump campaign has signaled their desire for a recount, it is still too early to officially do that.
They really can't make a request until after we have the certified canvases from the counties. So, I think that's also an important clarification, is now wouldn't be an appropriate time for them to file.
Regardless exactly when it happens, because of the very tight 20,000 vote margin here in Wisconsin for Joe Biden, it appears a recount will eventually happen. Newswatch 12's Zach White gives us a look at what we could expect from that.
Democratic presidential nominee Joe Biden is the current projected winner of Wisconsin during the 2020 presidential election. Wisconsin's unofficial results saw Biden leading Trump just by over 20,000 votes when the race was called Wednesday afternoon. But President Trump wants a recount. Legally, he can't do so yet. An executive director of the League of Women's Voters of Wisconsin, Deborah Kronmiller, says he chooses to. It might not change much.
If a recount is called for and conducted, that the same result as we got in 2016.
Kronmiller says based off prior recounts in the state, including the 2016 vote, which only swayed the vote in total in the low hundreds.
Recounts, do not typically result in the movement of very many ballots at all.
She says that's the expectation for 2020 should a recount go through. And for anyone worried about the integrity of the process, she says Wisconsin's elections are very transparent.
And the integrity of our election processes was not at all compromised in this election.
In Rhinelander, Zach White, Newswatch 12.
Well, outside, Andrew, it was another beautiful day. How much longer is this going to last?
It will last through the weekend, Justin. We have a few more nice days ahead of us, getting to see a few more sunsets like this one in the upcoming week. This is courtesy of Catherine out of Crandon on Clear Lake. Thank you, Catherine. So we'll see a few more like this through this weekend. And today, very clear out there. We'll see more clouds develop through the weekend, so that'll be a little bit of a change that we can expect. Otherwise, we'll still see temperatures in the 60s and very mild winds. It'll be very comfortable. Right now, we're seeing temperatures start to trickle down into the 40s, some 30s out there still. We'll be seeing this decline into the lower 40s for overnight tonight. So still very comfortable, around our average for this time of year for our lows. So yeah, very nice there. Otherwise, we're seeing mostly clear skies, some clouds coming into the overnight through tomorrow morning, and then we'll continue to watch temperatures drop into tonight, getting to around 40 degrees in some areas, and we could be seeing 28. So really not too bad. Back to you, Justin.
Thank you, Andrew. Deer season is right around the corner, and the Wisconsin DNR is encouraging hunters who are going out for their first time to honor that occasion with a free first hunt or first harvest certificate. To obtain one, just go to the first certificate page on the DNR website. Select which species or experience you want to celebrate. Hunters can submit a photo of their special moment as well, and some details about the experience, who you went with, when it was, what kind of animal you harvested. All that information will be displayed on a free customized certificate to help mark the occasion. Again, for more information, you can visit the Wisconsin DNR website. Hunting season is right around the corner, and the DNR says they expect to see more hunters out this year, but local wildlife experts say that could be an issue for certain wildlife in the area. Newswatch 12's Georgina Fernandez explains.
Especially once the gun season is over, that's when we really start getting them in.
When those shots start firing, those intakes start to rise.
Some years we've had as many, I think 2 years ago we had nine in 7 days.
Wild Instinct, an animal sanctuary in Rhinelander, is already treating 5 bald eagles to lead poisoning. Raptors can get affected after eating the remains of an animal shot by a lead bullet.
So it's very commonly that they feed on the gut piles and the deer that people don't find that are shot with lead.
That lead can act like an explosion inside them.
These little lead particles can fragment and go around up into about 8 inches, 9 inches from the wound site. And so that would be the heart, the lungs, kind of the shoulder area.
Mark Naya, the director of rehabilitation at the sanctuary, treats around 40 to 50 injured bald eagles a year.
All it takes is 1 or 2 little particles to lead poison an eagle.
And that number could increase this deer gaming season with more hunters out. The DNR says they have already seen a 10% increase in deer hunting licenses this year. And now that comes before their heavy part of their sales season.
We haven't seen this kind of an increase in recent years.
Meaning more first-time hunters and returners are going to be out this season. But changing our hunting habits now can significantly help. Being cautious of where we hang carcasses after hunting and trading in lead ammo for non-toxic ammo can help keep raptors healthy.
That's a pretty cheap price to save an eagle's life.
And it's those little changes that can have a large environmental impact. In Rhinelander, Georgina Fernandez, Newswatch 12.
Well, still ahead, we'll give you a glimpse inside the life of an unpaid caregiver here in the Northwoods and why now is an exceptionally difficult time for those caring for their parents. But first, Andrew Zen with your full forecast next on Newswatch 12 at 10.
Advice from trial attorneys, lawyers for the injured.
I was badly injured in an auto accident, and 2 law firms told me I had no case. I hired the Maynard Law Firm, and they sued the insurance company, and I received a large settlement. My advice, get Bradley Mishka. He will fight, and you will win.
It's the gifting polka. Holiday gifting is in full swing. It's the gifting polka. And nothing sends guys and gals reeling like the new Wisconsin Lottery Holiday Scratch Games. On sale now from $1 to $15 and featuring a variety of top prizes. These gifts are humdingers.
It's the Gifting Polka.
Only from the Wisconsin Lottery.
Grease and grime build up in no time. Stop struggling and call the police. The Grease Police, the magic degreaser that cleans almost anything. Grease Police works on nearly all stubborn messes, even ones baked on for years. The secret's the super concentrated formula that emulsifies grease, dirt, and grime on contact. Even restaurant equipment is no match for the power of Grease Police. And it's biodegradable, so you can clean your barbecue grill inside and out. But Grease Police cleans so much more. Everything from scummy tile and grout to brake dust on rims. Even dried-on spray paint comes right off. Call or click now to get a large bottle of concentrated Grease Police with money-back guarantee for just $14.99. Order now and you can double it and get a second bottle. Just pay a separate fee. That's 2 large bottles of concentrated Grease Police with guarantee. Order now.
Call 1-800-569-4988 or visit getgreasepolice.com. So call 1-800-569-4988 now.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by Northwoods Furniture, Eagle River.
Welcome back. We're taking a look at a nice day that we had out there today. Lots of high 60s, a few 70s making their way on the board. We did have one record set today. That's in Merrill, Wisconsin with 70 degrees. The last time that they did 70 degrees was in 1909. So not breaking a record, we just tied that record today. Really nice temperatures all around. And right now we're seeing tonight into the greater Midwest, a lot of 60s still hanging out there, some 50s. And really these temperatures are going to just drop a little more tonight. So still very comfortable through the rest of the evening. We're going to see temperatures drop about 5 to 10 more degrees in our area. As you know by now, we're seeing warmer than average temperatures for this time of year, and that trend is going to continue through the weekend. You can see that we're along with most of the eastern half of the United States with above average temperatures coming on up, while the west coast cools off for a little bit into next week. So we've been seeing these above average temperatures after a streak of well below average temperatures. This is very welcomed right now. So we'll see this trend continue for a few more days, and then we'll start to cool off getting into Tuesday. And we'll be seeing this warm weather continue to stay around with this ridge well over our area. That's going to be hanging around until early next week, and that'll be ended by a trough making its way in from the west starting on Saturday into Sunday. And then the trick is figuring out when from Monday into Tuesday that we'll actually watch that make its way into our area, effectively cooling us off into Tuesday and allowing us to see some rain and snow showers by then. So we'll continue to watch that play out through Wednesday and then dry off by Thursday. So for the rest of the week, we'll see temperatures in the 60s. We'll start to get cooler by Tuesday, and then this is where we'll watch for some rain and snow showers, especially into Tuesday, and we'll stay cooling off through the rest of the upcoming week and dry off by Thursday. So we saw a warm front making its way through our area, not very strong at all. This brought in a couple clouds today. Overall, just weak systems coming through our area, keeping temperatures nice and mild for us. And speaking of mild, also wind speeds, not really doing a whole lot right now. Very calm conditions outside as we're seeing winds coming in from the southwest. It'll be a very calm night ahead. So for now, we'll watch temperatures tonight stay around 41 as a low, so we'll drop a few more degrees into this evening and stay calm. Tomorrow, we'll see plenty of sunshine. We'll see sunny skies and getting to temperatures in the upper 60s. We'll maybe break a couple 70s out there. Here's a look at your Northwoods Furniture and Mattress 7-day forecast. We're going to continue to see sunshine through Sunday. Monday and Tuesday, we'll start to see temperatures cool off and get some precipitation in the form of rain and snow, especially on Tuesday, and then get clear skies through the rest of the week. Back to you, Justin.
All right, thank you, Andrew. Today, the U.S. hit a new record for most new COVID-19 cases in a single day, over 100,000. The number of daily deaths for the virus also growing, though not as sharply. Here's a look at the number of new deaths from COVID-19 across the country since the start of the pandemic, according to the COVID Tracking Project. We're now averaging 858 per day over the last week, well below, as you see, where we were back in April, over 2,000 per day, despite having more cases now. That can be attributed to a number of things: better treatment, increased testing, and younger patients. The average number of daily deaths, though, has been coming up since bottoming out in early October. Now, here in Wisconsin, little different. The Department of Health Services reports 5,922 new cases of COVID-19, just below yesterday's all-time high. Here also, DHS reports 38 new deaths today across the state, which is just above our 7-day average of 35, which you can see has been growing for a couple months now. Marathon County also reported 3 new deaths today, bringing their total to 70 since the pandemic began. Over 16 million Americans provide unpaid care for people with Alzheimer's. Here in Wisconsin, almost 200,000 caregivers, half of those take care of their own parents. Newswatch 12's Morgan Johnson introduces us to a Rhinelander family caregiver and shows us why folks like her are having a tough time right now.
You're doing it as a labor of love.
Diane Van Landingham knows what it's like to give it everything you've got.
It is a 24-hour-a-day, 7 days a week issue.
As much as she can, Diane goes to see her mom at Rennes Nursing Home.
We knock on the window and we talk on the phone through the window, one-on-one.
Her mom, along with 3 other close family members, have been diagnosed with dementia.
It started with my dad. My dad was diagnosed 17 years ago with vascular dementia.
Diane is now her mother's primary caregiver and runs a support group which shifted online after the pandemic.
We can't have our support groups face-to-face anymore. We do virtual meetings, and I do co-facilitate a virtual meeting.
The connection is vital for busy helping hands that are often challenged by the task of caregiving.
You're tired all the time. You're worried all the time. You think that no one else understands. You're very much alone.
Sometimes alone together.
There's a lot of people out there that are at home thinking the same thing that you are.
Being a caregiver does have its payout. Only Diane's reward doesn't come as cash or check.
If you're working somewhere, you usually get paid. And if you're at home with your mom or dad or a spouse, you're not getting paid for it.
Instead,
you do it because you love them.
Being a caregiver has taught her one thing.
You really have to take care of yourself. We all think we're so selfish when we take an hour to just get out and go for a drive, but it's okay.
In Rhinelander, I'm Morgan Johnson, Newswatch 12.
Fall sports season is winding down for many sports across Wisconsin. Still ahead, though, we'll preview this weekend's sectional swimming championship in Rhinelander and how the Hodags in particular are gearing up for that after the break.
The world needs people who fight for what's right. For us, that means fighting for you when an accident has turned your life upside down.
Hi, my name's Chad. I went and saw a neurologist and had several MRIs, and they found out that I had spinal neuropathy. The neurologist at the hospital decided that the only treatment was medication. I didn't find that acceptable, so I called Spinal Aid to get a free consultation. After working with Spinal Aid, I'm able to walk, I'm able to sleep, I have balance, my overall comfort of life is 100% better.
Are you experiencing weakness, numbness, and/or pain in your feet or hands? These sensations might even be affecting other areas of your body along with your balance. You might have already been diagnosed with peripheral neuropathy and are taking drugs such as Lyrica, gabapentin, or Cymbalta that never seems to help. Neuropathy pain ultimately diminishes your quality of life. The Spinal Aid Center of Wausau can help relieve the symptoms of your neuropathy. Call Spinal Aid of Wausau today to see if our treatment methods are right for you. Call 715-203-1508 to schedule your neuropathy severity consultation.
Menards has everything you need to make your home a better place to live. Save today on the top name brand products you know and love, like Tide, Bounty, Swiffer, Gillette, and more. Right now, get 11% off on all Procter & Gamble products. Eliminate musty odors with a Damp Rid Moisture Absorber. They're perfect for basements, closets, and more. All Damp Rid products are 11% off at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Mornings are brighter with Newswatch 12 today. Wake up from 5 to 7 with your morning news team. Marissa Silvas, Peter Dubois, and Devin Biggs. Newswatch 12.
Coming up on a Friday, we're going to end our week our favorite way by meeting a new furry friend from Oneida County Humane Society.
And the weather is going to be very nice too. Temperatures maybe in the 70s. You'll have to tune in on your Friday to find more out about that.
Sports Watch 12 starts now.
Entering tonight, Green Bay was hoping to exercise a few demons in San Francisco. Their last two trips out there resulted in blowout losses, but tonight things are going quite a bit differently. Now, we can't show you the highlights of this game quite yet, broadcast laws and all, but currently this game is in the fourth quarter, reaching its end. Green Bay well on its way to a blowout victory of their own. Aaron Rodgers has tossed 4 touchdown passes, 2 of those going to Marquez Valdez-Scantling. We'll have a full recap of this game tomorrow morning on Newswatch 12 today. While Green Bay battles in a huge game tonight, we've got our eyes on a couple of local teams who will be hoping to make a big splash this weekend, quite literally. The Rhinelander girls swim team will be hosting the sectional meet on Saturday, and they've got high hopes to qualify for the Division II state tournament. The Hodags have already put together an incredible season so far, including a record-breaking performance in the Great Northern Conference meet just a couple of weeks ago. Scariest part for their opponents this Saturday, they're ready to break even more records.
We're all ready to swim fast and drop time. We're definitely more rested than we were for conference, and that was a huge unexpected time drop for most of us.
Not only does that time off help this team, they're already focused on competing at the highest level this weekend.
With the Corona season, we like to call it, is kind of giving us a big boost in our mindset. This is looking to be our best season in a long time.
Saturday's subsectional will begin at 1 in the afternoon. We'll have full coverage of that event this weekend. Rhinelander Swimming, not the only local program trying to make their mark on Saturday. The Prentice Buccaneers volleyball team is also doing a little bit of history of their own. They're going to be making their first appearance at the state tournament. The Bucks had a tough road to get there. They had a 5-set showdown with 3 Lakes in the sectional final. It's not going to get any easier from there. Prentice ranked as the 4th seed going into Saturday's showdown with McDonald Catholic, and that's a team that will provide a big challenge.
They're good, they're quick, and they're random. You can't predict anything. You have to expect anything with that team. I don't want my girls reacting on what I'm anticipating. They need to read what the other team is doing, anticipate that they're going to have the ball come to them, and be ready to play.
Prentice will play on Saturday at 1 in the afternoon. Winner advances to the state championship game later that night. And speaking of the Green Bay Packers, they're sending some love to the Northwoods this week. Tomahawks head ball coach Sam Hernandez was awarded Green Bay's High School Coach of the Week award. This is Hernandez's 2nd year as the head man of the program, but he's done more than just lead the team on the field. He's been a great role model off of it as well. He'll take the Hatchets on the road tomorrow night to Coleman. They'll be looking for win number 3 on the year. Hernandez might not be the only one going home with some hardware. Wisconsin basketball forward Nate Reavers is on a short list of potential Karl Malone Award winners. That's given to the nation's top power forward. Reavers is entering his senior season off a campaign where he averaged 13 points and 4.5 boards per game. If Reavers does win, he'll join some elite college basketball company. Recent winners of that award include Zion Williamson, DeAndre Ayton, and Montrezl Harrell. You think we're going to get a normal basketball season, Justin?
Absolutely not, but we'll hope. Thank you, Nate. Across the country, millions of people are closely watching as the votes are still being counted in this year's presidential election, and we're not the only country paying close attention. We'll show you how it's being watched all across the globe after the break.
For Pete K, whose health benefits are, thankfully, way better than his outdoorsman skills, we've got you. For Jackie R, who's added umpteen flower pots now that her allergy meds are covered, we've got you. For Charlie M, who's covered by a team of experts so he can be first to the finish at his next race, we've got you. For everything that happens to happen, we've got you. Aspirus Health Plan.
Betty and Debbie both need to trim their dog's nails, but Betty's dog hates having his nails trimmed, so she struggles every time. And her regular clippers pinch and cut to the quick. But Debbie's dog doesn't mind it at all because she's found a simple and pain-free solution. Introducing Paw Perfect, the new safe, quick, and easy way to keep your dog's nails trimmed perfectly. Paw Perfect uses a rotary filing action, just like the pros do, to gently file the nail to a perfectly smooth finish. Plus, our 3 safety guides are each sized to prevent you from ever grinding the nail down too far, giving you precise, pain-free trimming right at home. That's why now Betty does what Debbie does and trims her pet's nails the safe, quick, and pain-free way with Paw Perfect.
As a veterinarian, I can tell you most people do not know how to cut their pet's nails. With Paw Perfect, it's not only easier, but it's much safer for the pet.
The rubberized grip makes it easy to control. There's even a built-in light for mistake-proof grooming. With Paw Perfect, there's no more rough nails scratching your floors, no more scratches on you, and your pet is happier too.
As a professional groomer, my clients rely on me to trim their pet's nails perfectly. That's why I use Paw Perfect. It's quick, it's safe, it's easy, and you can use it right at home.
Paw Perfect replaces old-fashioned, painful clippers like these and makes nail grooming safe and easy for just $19.99. That's less than 1 trip to the groomer. Plus, we'll even give you free shipping and a lifetime guarantee. Order right now and you can get a second Paw Perfect. Just pay a separate fee. Yes, you get it all for this special low price of just $19.99.
To get your Paw Perfect, call 1-800-671-5738. That's 1-800-671-5738 or visit us online at trypawperfect.com. That's 1-800-671-5738 or visit us online at trypawperfect.com. Call or log on now.
First thing first, the Packers game is now final. Green Bay wins 34-17. Our U.S. presidential election isn't just making headlines here. It's people all across the globe on the edge of their seats recently. And with the undecided contest leading newscasts as far away as Asia and Australia, NBC's Sarah Harmon reports from London.
America votes and the world waits and waits and waits.
Joe Biden is inching closer to taking the White House, and for Donald Trump, the path to victory is narrowing.
Today is actually a big news day in the UK. England is under national lockdown for a month starting today, but you wouldn't know it to look at some of the papers. Check this out. The front page has got Lady Liberty saying, "Is it over yet?" The Daily Mail, a popular tabloid, saying, "Donald Trump." World leaders are remaining circumspect. No one wants to congratulate the wrong candidate too early.
I'm not a participant in the US political process. I am a partner.
But we have heard from Russian opposition dissident Alexei Navalny, who didn't seem to think that all the waiting was a bad thing. Elsewhere, we've heard from Germany, from New Zealand, and from Japan that their governments would work with whoever is the winner of this election. Here in the UK, it makes a big difference because Boris Johnson will find himself negotiating a potential free trade deal with whoever takes office in the United States. For now, America waits and Europe waits with it. Sarah Harmon, NBC News, London.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by Builders Service Incorporated, Elco.
At Slumberland, we offer quite a line of sofas.
All kinds of sofas, but only one kind of price.
A jaw-dropping low price. Great looking, too.
And all with free shipping. There's no minimum.
Only at Slumberland Furniture.
From the kennel to the coop, whatever the season, Fleet Farm has everything to keep your animals happy and healthy. Whether you're getting them through the winter season, mastering those retrieval skills season, or wondering who takes care of who season. There's a reason people say, if Fleet Farm doesn't have it, you don't need it, because we have it all. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
Different ideas for shopping this year? Both your wishes can come true when you buy the diamond of her dreams from Wickersham Jewelry during their Diamonds and Deer event, November 2nd through the 7th. She gets the diamond she's always wanted. And you get free hunting gear from one of your favorite outdoor stores. Bullseye Sports Shop, Charlie's Hardware, or Mills Trading Post. Take advantage of 36 months interest-free financing during the event. Wickersham Jewelry, where everyone's dreams come true.
Hi, my name is Betty. I had taken a fall in November and, unbeknownst to me, got a horrible whiplash. Dr. Scher was the first one to tell me, well, you know, Betty, you've got 2 bulging discs and a pinched nerve. So I signed up with Dr. Scher. It worked. It worked. I mean, I now have full range of motion. It was life-changing. I don't have any pain.
Are you suffering with back or neck pain and considering the possibility of surgery? At the Spinal Aid Center of Wausau, we incorporate the latest technologies, including high-intensity laser therapy that provides the highest success rates in helping people just like you avoid back and neck surgery. With our treatments, there are no drugs and no surgery, just relief. Call today for a free spinal disc severity consultation and see if our treatments are right for you. Call 715-203-4392 or visit us at spinalaid.com. Start living your life pain-free.
Need a better night's sleep?
Come to the experts at Slumberland.
We've got all the latest sleep technology here.
At the lowest price. Get a Sealy memory foam topper.
Or this Sealy Queen mattress, just $99.
Slumberland, free shipping on everything.
Hi, I'm Dean Hoger with Miracle-Ear of Rhinelander. If you're struggling to hear your favorite news and entertainment shows, stop in and see me for a free hearing test.
Welcome back. Just a final reminder that we can expect some warmer than average temperatures to hang out until the early next week through Monday. So, well, the 60s will stay for a few more days, as well as some partly cloudy skies into the rest of the weekend. We'll watch clouds build overnight into tomorrow, giving us still some sunshine, though we'll see a little bit more cloud coverage than we've been seeing. Overall, a very calm night. We're looking over Lake Michigan right now. Very calm conditions out there, so really comfortable to be outside. Temperatures dropping to the mid-40s overnight, so pretty comfortable for the upcoming week.
All right, well, enjoy the next few days while we can before it gets a little bit colder.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Andrew. Thank you for joining us on Newswatch 12 at 10. The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon is next. Have a good night.